Everybody, and welcome to another episode of Tacoma Cyclist. Tacoma Cyclist here, and Boogeyman's actually with me this time. Uh, we were going to ride outside today. It's a coffee shop ride, Sunday, but weather sucks. It's like 41 degrees and raining, and we're not fair weather riders, but we did a pretty tough ride yesterday, so we're both kind of tired, and frankly, I just don't want to deal with this crap. So, we're going to ride inside. I'm not going to show you a video of us riding inside because all we're going to do is just like slump over the bars and do about 4 watts between the two of us total for the whole ride. So anyway, figured I'd give you a couple updates. Number one, I'd give you an update on the 90-day vlog, the 90-day training plan. I haven't really posted a lot of videos on that because honestly, like, the progress is very slow and linear, and that's just going to get really boring really fast. But I figured I'd give some updates as I get closer to the end. I am getting close to the end of the 90-day plan, and I will tell you, my goals were to lose a few kilograms, get down to 63 kilograms, and to bring my wattage up to 300, which is going to put me pretty close to 5 watt per kilogram FTP. I will tell you, I think I'm failing on both, but I don't think that's a bad thing, and here's why. While I haven't lost a whole lot of weight, I lost a lot of weight, but I lost it way too fast, and it definitely impacted my power, and I definitely started feeling unhealthy really fast. So I figure as I'm ramping up all of this intensity, it's probably best for me to keep the weight pretty in check. So I'm in the 65 kilogram range still. Yes, I'd like to lose 2 more kilograms, but I can live with 65 kilograms. Now, what about FTP? Interestingly enough, Boogeyman's FTP is higher than mine, at least on paper, because the last time we did a test, his was 10 watts higher than mine. And he's a few pounds lighter, so, you know, but that's to be expected. I don't think my FTP has gone up, and I haven't tested it in a little while. I don't think it's gone up, and if it has, it's gone up maybe, I was at 260, maybe into the 270 to 280 range, which is a far cry from the 300 that I wanted. But why am I not upset about that? I think it's just a number, right? It's just a number. And yeah, well, if I had a 300 watt FTP, that means I could do 300 watts for an hour, and I'd probably be off the charts with my time trials. Yeah, it doesn't, that's only one aspect of racing. And honestly, what I've noticed is my endurance and my fitness are off the charts, better than they've been probably in a long time. So this 3-month buildup has had a lot of positivity. Yesterday, the ride that we did, I spent a good portion of the ride on the front, which I really didn't need to. I'm like the smallest guy there other than him. He spent a lot of time on the front too. So, you know, I'm dragging 9 other guys around while I'm doing 300 watts on the front for 10 to 15 minute pulls. I couldn't have done that 3 months ago. So I take that as a good sign. Now, that's my vlog update. That's my road to 300 update. The other thing I wanted to talk about today is something that I found kind of interesting, or I find kind of interesting. Another change that I made about 90 days ago was to go to these. Yeah, these. And if you don't know what these are, yeah, one-handed, this is fun. These. Latex tubes. So I made the move to latex tubes over the winter, which, if you know much about tubes, or if you've heard much about tubes, you're probably thinking, well, that's the dumbest move you could possibly make. Those things flat if you even breathe on them wrong. And I haven't found anything to be farther from the truth. Both the Boogeyman and I are on latex tubes. As a matter of fact, that was a weird Christmas present to him, was I got him some latex tubes for Christmas. Family, you know, holiday time around our place is just weird. I mean, when you get ladies' razors and latex tubes for Christmas, you know you're in a cycling house. Okay, so this is actually an old tube that I had, and this one exploded on the very first time I took it out. So why am I telling you now to use latex tubes? Well, okay, hear me out. I'm used to rolling on these. Now this is an extremely lightweight butyl tube. This is not what I typically run in the winter time. I will run it during race time. These things are fragile. Like if you fart while you're riding, you stand a chance of blowing it out. So the tube out, that is. Anything else, that's up to you. These things will flat faster than anything because they're super lightweight butyl. And butyl, unlike latex, is actually not nearly as flexible. So what I have found is I haven't gotten this, well, okay, I was gonna say I haven't gotten a single flat on my latex tube. That's not true. I did get one, but I don't think anything would have survived it because it was actually a nail that went straight through my tire and actually almost destroyed a, you know, a very expensive Campy Bora Ultra wheel. But nothing would have survived that. I could have had a solid core and it would have ripped it to shreds. So, okay. But other than that, I haven't gotten any flats. And I've gotten plenty of glass in the tire. I've gotten plenty of other things in the tire, picked it out. And I'll post a video up here about what you can do to minimize flats. You know, do that. But my bad experience with latex in the past, and somebody told this to me, and I'm like, well, that makes no sense whatsoever. And then I tried it, and I'm like, oh, that actually makes lots of sense. Now, I was rolling latex in the solid rubber style tires like the Continental GP 5000s. Don't do that, okay? I will tell you, you know, this tire right here, this is a tubular tire, if you can't tell. It's a tubular Vittoria. It's a great tire. It uses a latex tube, and it's a cotton casing, 320 TPI cotton casing. You normally think 320 TPI cotton casing is fragile. You normally think latex tubes are fragile. But the reality is when you pair the two together, they're really not. Like, the ride is incredibly supple. Incredibly supple. Like, the difference between riding on latex and hard rubber versus, butyl and hard rubber versus latex and cotton casing or silk casing, oh my God, it's revolutionary. You actually, for the first 2 weeks you're doing it, you're like, do I have a flat? Everything's riding so soft back there, I think I have a flat. But in reality, you're going really, really fast, and your tire's not flat. It's just that soft. It's that smooth. But moreover, when you hit those nasty bumps on that supple tire that actually flexes instead of just kind of crumpling, you don't get the pinch flats. I've gotten things in my tire, and it just kind of pushes the tube. It doesn't poke the tube. So I've found, actually, this winter I've gotten, other than that nail, which is, again, it was this freaking long, and I don't know who leaves a nail that long in the road. I just want to find the person and put the nail in them. But other than that, I haven't gotten a single flat, and neither has the Boogeyman. We just haven't gotten flats. Did you get one flat? You got one flat.
Nope.
No flats?
Nope.
No flats. Zero flats. And we've been riding outside in this crap every day, for almost 4 months now on latex tubes. So, do I think you should get latex tubes? Yeah, maybe you should. But I would suggest, again, pair it up with a tire that has cotton casing. So, Vittoria, Vredestein, however you want to pronounce it, a few others. A lot of Italian brand tires are going to have those cotton casings. I hate Continental GPs. I know a lot of you in the comments are going to tell me how they're the most awesome tire in the world. I've ridden them. I tried to like them. I've gone through 5 pairs of them, and honest to God, I can't stand them. They ride like crap, and they handle like crap. And I know a lot of you are going to say, but Vittorias are junk. I'm here to tell you, man, I've ridden so many Vittorias that they're just smooth and soft and supple, and they ride great. And people are like, oh, they're flat prone. No, I've gotten more flats on Continental GPs than I've ever gotten on Vittorias. Most of my Vittorias, I'm able to ride until they're threadbare. He actually got 11,000 miles on one tire from Vittoria. 11.
With no flats.
With 0 flats. 11,000 miles. I looked at it was one of these, it was this exact same tire, the Corsa Control, and it's got like a file tread pattern. And I looked at the back of this tire, and I'm like, oh yeah, you know, your tire's bald. We should probably replace that. And then we did the math on it and figured out, oh, you've literally ridden on this thing every single mile you've ridden on this bike, and that's been close to 11,000 miles. So, I know a lot of you are going to hate on Vittorias. You're going to tell me how awesome the Continentals are. Sorry, you're not going to change my mind on that. I'm probably not going to change your mind, but I will tell you, if you want some of the most supple, smooth rolling, and flat resistant, pair these two things together. You won't be disappointed. And if you are disappointed, I'll give you a refund of the cost it took for you to watch this video. Yeah. Sorry, that means you're screwed. In any case, I will tell you also, cornering on this epic ride that we did yesterday. It wasn't that epic. I'll put a picture of it. I maybe already put a picture of it earlier on in the video here. It was a pretty good ride. Lots of climbing. The climbs were steep, and then there was a couple sharp turns. And I remember coming down at about 30 miles an hour into this town where you take a hard right-hand turn. You got to stay inside your lane. And half the guys that were with us have never raced before, and I didn't realize, I didn't even think about it. I'm coming into this turn just shy of 30 miles an hour, and I just bank on this, and you can literally feel the smoothness of it rolling over. And I was well past the 45-degree lean, and I thought to myself, crap, I just wiped out half of the team behind me. Thankfully they didn't. They hit the brakes before they went into the turn, but this thing, I mean, with this combination, the lean on this thing is insane. So, you know what? Give it a try. Yeah, the tubes are kind of expensive, but I'll tell you, I've replaced fewer tubes, and they patch really easily. So if you need to patch it, just get some rubber cement and a regular stick-on patch. Patch is done, super easy. You know, consider it. They're the lightest weight tubes. They cut your power. I mean, it's supposedly like a 5 watt per tire savings, and it does compound. So if you've got 2 of them in there, you got 10 watt savings. I don't know if that's true or not, but they say it is. So give it a shot. Anyway, that's my short little vlog update, and maybe a little pro tip, if you will, from a non-pro. Enjoy the tubes. I promise you, if you do it right, it's life altering. If you do it wrong, you probably aren't going to like it. So just do it right. Get cotton casing tires, latex tubes, and then just, you know, tell me in the comments below how awesome the combination is. All right, that's all I got for today. Thanks for checking us out, and I'll have some more video content coming soon. And the 90-day thing is wrapping up within the next few weeks, so I'll give you guys an update, maybe a final FTP test to see just how far off the mark I really am. All right, thanks for stopping by. Make sure you hit the like button if you like it. If you don't like it, don't hit that unlike button. Just close the window and walk away. Otherwise, subscribe if you haven't, because honestly, like, most of the people that are watching this video right now haven't subscribed. Subscribe. It takes 1 second. You go, and then you're subscribed. All right, cool. See you guys later. Bye.